Hi, welcome back to another video. Today I have the tutorial for the smallest 6x6 cave door. So here's the closing. And you can see it's full flush because these blocks are out here. And then if you open so I've separated all the circuits here so you can see while we're building it how each thing works. So this is the area you're going to need. This is 4 by 12 by 13, I'm pretty sure. And your door frame is the fourth block, so 3 and then 4, centered on both sides, and 2 on the top like that. Here are your items. Stack 28 sticky pistons, 8 pistons, stack and 32 door blocks. Some of these have to be solid, I'll point those out while building. Stack 46 observers, 13 dust, 10 repeaters, 4 torches, 6 comparators, 2 lamps, 6 note blocks, 2 obsidian, so any immovable block that's solid, and 2 transparent immovable blocks, so you can use a hopper or ender chest or chests, and 2 trap chests. These have to be trap chests. They need 2 dispensers with 2 stairs of your choice, and 2 water buckets for those dispensers. Then you need 12 droppers, 10 hoppers for these droppers, 8 items for these droppers and hoppers, and you're going to need 4 gold or iron pressure plates, 2 tripwire hooks, and 4 cauldrons. These water buckets are not for the cauldrons, they are for the dispensers. The cauldrons are only used as internal hitboxes, so here, here, and over here. They're only used for internal hitboxes. You can fill them up, but it wouldn't do anything, it'd be useless. And 2 cobblestone walls. They have to be cobblestone walls or fences, but just make them cobblestone walls. And these are the colored building blocks here. So the input circuit, top double extender, side double extenders, full flush corners, bottom triple and doubles, and top folded triple. And then you need 2 armor stands and 4 minecarts, and then you're going to need some snow, some levers, some extra sticky pistons, some rails, some extra like blocks to place the rails on, to place the entities, and that's it. So let's break this. Let's get to the layout. So the layout, we're going to start with 4 sticky pistons up on the top. By the way, this is just to change the time. This has nothing to do with the actual door. So yeah. 2 sticky pistons there, and then 2 sticky pistons there. We'll worry about these blocks after. Then we're going to have 2 double extenders like so. And then we're going to have another double extender like this, but because this is a triple, we're going to add our 2 pistons in like this. And these blocks have to be solid, so these 2 here have to be solid. Grab 2 of your obsidian or movables. You're going to place piston, sticky piston, and observer. You're going to have this. No, I placed it wrong. These go here. And place these first, because when you place like these observers, if you place the obsidian after, it'll break this. You're going to need this, sticky pistons, so these are going to hold this. This is just going to set this up just for now. Actually, might as well put these in like so. If you pull this back, push this down, we can push this in, so when this can power this, but also put this like that. But the timing will make it so it will get a 1 tick. And this will push up, like so. And this will go up, like so. So that's the top layout, ignoring the full flush corners. We'll get those in a second. Starting on the bottom, we're going to have 4 of these. This piston will be for this full flush corner, but on the side it's different. Then you're going to have 2 more stickies here, 2 double extenders here, 2 triple extenders here, and then observers. And just like on the top, these 2 blocks here have to be solid, as well as these 2 here. because we're going to have observers here, and we're just going to place these here for later. And for the full flush corners, we're going to have a double extender here. So you're going to start to see that we're going to lose a ton of room on the bottom. Where did I place that? I placed it there. Like this. So we need to find a way to remove this, and that's simple by pulling this back. But we also need to deal with the top at the same time. So we're going to place this piston here and this piston here. And this piston is not going to be used to do this. It will be used because we're going to have a slider here. Is what we're going to do is we're going to place this sticky with this normal on both sides. Both sides are the same. So this with this with this, as well as just this piston for the full flush corner. So what we're going to do is when we push this down, like so, we're going to see that this block is here, but to get rid of this floor block, we're going to do this. And this will open this up while allowing us to push this in and out on both sides, ignoring that obviously. So yeah, and it's the same thing on the opening. So if this were to power, nothing happens, because it's a normal piston, but then on the opening we're going to power this, and obviously do that. So yeah, now for our sides, we're going to have this piston here, two stickies here, one here. And the reason why we only have one here is because this block here is taken care of by this. So that's almost the whole layout. We just got our side double extenders, which there are 4 of them, which when building the door, me and the other builder, Red60, did not want to do it like this because it would be too complicated. But we later ended up realizing we would need a double extender here, which is not fun. So for the sides are 4 doubles. So yeah, 4 doubles, like so. Like so. So that is the entire layout. I'm gonna quickly check with this just to make sure. It looks like it is. Okay, so that's the layout, and now we can move on to the input circuit. So input circuit, your input can be a lever, a repeater input into this block. It can be either of these 2 blocks. So this with a dust, like, oh my god, thank you. So it's gonna be like this or like this. I just prefer it like this, and you can run a repeater into this. And if for whatever reason you need to run a dust input, you can place 2 targets. I'm not doing dust input. You should use a repeater because targets suck. So yeah, 4 pistons up. So for input circuit, we're gonna have this. We're gonna have a light gray wool. I think it is. Yes, it is. And we're gonna build one side and then the other because it kind of gets annoying. Like so. Next, we're gonna get a lamp, and we're gonna have to build a little burnout here because if we place this later, it will break everything. So this will go here. This will go into a red block. This will then go into a hopper here, which will go down, down again to our note block, which actually conveniently powers this back as well, but that won't break anything. And then we're going to have our first toggle. This is very important that this is up when the door is, closed. And then we're going to place an observer here just for later, just to hold the repeater up. And then we're going to have this. And we're going to continue our input circuit later when we build, this mess under here, which will be for later. And this will be a part of the input circuit, but for later as well. And then we're going to build the same thing on the other side. So we're going to grab this, and build it just a little bit faster because I would like this door to not be the worst tutorial in terms of time length. I don't want to miss on explaining certain things. And By the way, this burnout is used for the top triple and double extender circuits. And a dropper. So, wait for that to stop. Red wool here, hopper here, 2 of those observers, this here, sticky piston here, like so. Observer facing this way, 3 tick repeater. We're gonna power these pistons later, but well, we can put in the part that is like this now, but like won't change anything, like so. And then the last part is our 2 cobblestone walls. Cobblestone walls here and here. It's also important that we have these 2 observers. It's just there because this changing state from this piston, this changing state from this piston, this moving up and down and retracting, updating this, and this spamming on the opening and closing happens to get the block here and back there. Without these observers, your block will not work on the closing. It's just something that just lucked out while building. And then we're going to create this kind of little thing. So you're going to get cauldrons, some levers. Place your armor stand here. Place 2 sticky pistons here. Place the cauldron here. And just get your iron pressure plate. This is just the fast... I just... iron or gold. And this is just the fastest way. So pull this back, push this in, push this in. Same thing on this side. We're going to place these 2 here. We're going to place this, pull this back, push it in, like so. And that will set up all of that. So that would be the input circuit. We can see this is what it looks like over here. And using this input circuit, we can also power this piston here. And we're not going to test this because it will break stuff, and I don't want to reset it. And one warning about this door literally will not be able to be tested until like everything is done except for pink. So yeah. So let's get to the top. We're gonna build one side first. So place this, and we're gonna place this now. That's what I meant about the sides breaking. Just remove that block on both sides. Thank you very much. So, 4 tick repeater here. This will be used to power this piston here, which will be pushing our sticky piston here to do this full flush corner. But this 4 tick will also be used to do the magenta double extender here. And on this side, we're going to have a comparator. I just remove that for now. Place this. We're going to place an item in this dropper here. I'll do that on this side as well. But that's not what I wanted. Thank you. So now we have this. This is just the start of it. We're going to have this. Move this back up to here. It's really finicky, the circuit, because of the burnout. I don't quite remember the circuit, so yeah. We're going to have this, a repeater on 2 ticks. It's important that it's on 2, because otherwise it will not work. And this is a dust, and this is an observer. This cannot be a 1 tick. It will not work. And we'll be using this 2 tick to bud this piston to 1 tick this block out, like so. Okay, I am back. I just had to cut for a second. So, continuing with this, we're going to place some observers. We have an observer there and here. Just wanted to check. And then this hopper, which was the only way to power this. So this does, checking one more thing. Yeah, this does this half of the triple. Now we can't test it, like I said. Now there are some extra pistons, not pistons, things we need to do. So like this, as we can see here, as well as having this here because that is important for the powering of this piston. And I'm pretty sure there's more to that, like with orange here, but you know, can't do much about that. So with this here, we're going to place this hopper. We're going to place this here. We're going to let that span, like so. We're going to place our sticky piston here with this and magenta here. We're then going to get this and just remove this. And this will go here. We'll reset this. You'll see that this went out and the piston started to push out. Next, we're going to place our two observers. This hopper here and this here. And then down under here, where this observer is, we're going to place our 2-chip repeater, which goes conveniently into a dust and into an observer. And that will finish the top off. I will quickly go look at that, ignoring these side parts here. Well, in the circuit separation, there's supposed to be this. That's a mistake. Oh yeah, and the two ender chests here, as well as these tripwire hooks. Now, these tripwire hooks don't update the burnout, which is good. And then we're going to need to place these two ender chest transparent removables here. Like so. So that would be the top. Now we can't test it because it will break and it won't work because we need other circuits for the top to work. Speaking of other circuits, let's get to the full flush corners, which we actually have done on the top. See, the full flush corners on the top compared to the bottom are much different. The ones on the bottom are these massive messes, and the ones on the top are 4 blocks. You're probably wondering, how does this work? Well, if we grab this, you can actually kind of see what this is. So, this is input circuit, so this will push down. This is the quad, so this will push up. This is also the quad, and this will automatically retract from the quad. And then this bottom part will automatically push us up. So that's why this is 4 blocks for full flush corners, because it uses the quad, which only works from input circuit, which only works from like light gray and other things. And that's why this bottom's a mess. So let's do that. So we're going to start with a latch. And we'll build one side. I'm just going to check one thing. Okay. So we're going to start with a latch. And then this big spam chain on the bottom. Like so. And you can see this is where this will get powered. And we can place a comparator with an item inside of it. Any item you want. Like so, and that. And I'm pretty sure that right here there are these sticky pistons here, which are for the double extenders. Because we need to get this piston here up into the floor so we can power it. And we will be powering those from the double extenders later. So that's basically the full flush corner here done. On this side, it's the same thing. So we're going to have this, which I placed before. 2 droppers like so. This down, put that back. This will go here, 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 here with here. And then we can get our comparator light gray here and this. And we can see that's actually the entire circuit done, except for a few things like some toggles down here, which is all determined from other circuits, because we're going to have stuff here. We might as well build this now, so let's do that. So from here, we're going to have a repeater on 2 ticks. This is for later, and this is the toggle for the reset. I don't remember this part much, but this is the toggle for the reset of the for this pushing up. So this will go here into a drop facing this way or down or wherever. And this is a dropper because it has to be a solid and movable for this piston, which conveniently will push this up, but also so these don't push into each other. This will go down, this will go up to this piston and to this. Same thing on the other side. We're going to have a sticky piston here and a repeater on 2 ticks here. This will go up into this, and we're going to place these 2 trap chests in here so they don't power this piston there. This will go down into a light gray wool. Just go here, here, this, and then this. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yes, that's it. So that is the full flush corners done, and now we can move on to the side doubles. So let's get to those. So side doubles are controlled from this water dispenser. So we're going to place here. Well, in that particular state, there's no water because it's actually inside of the stair over there. Because yeah, and for later, we're going to be placing this observer here, and this observer here does 2 things. 1, powers the piston here for the full flush corner, but 2, also powers this double extender here to put this block in. And then just for now, we're going to place this, and then this we're going to do now. If that actually had water in it, that'd be great. Like so. And then this, as well as this observer here. Which also means that this block here has to be solid, as well as this one. And there's going to be more solid blocks like these, as well as this one has to be solid, so it buds this piston, as well as this one. So yeah. We're going to take an output from the stair into dust with a no block. So dust, no block here. But this will also mean this has to be solid. This will go here into a hopper. This will do this, but also no, this has to be no block. Do the last retraction for these 2 doubles. Conveniently, do the same on this side, as well as this with this. I almost forgot. This will go here into a dust, a no block, into this solid block, as well as up and over into this orange block, which will power this back piston. And I think that's it for the side doubles. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, that should be it. And also, because these are done, we can now place this back. So, in theory, this should do everything except for the bottom triple and doubles, meaning that we can, in fact, test this. I'm thinking that this is facing north. Good. Because observers face the opposite way from what they say. So on the right it says north, but if we look this way it's south, so we can see that this is facing in, which is good. And that's similar with hoppers, I think, or it's the same thing as repeaters and comparators. So this should be it. Don't test it because it can break. I think this should be it as well. So let's test it. Don't test yours, because if mine breaks, we will have to fix yours. Okay, so I'm actually just stupid and can't build a redstone contraption properly. So we got this breakage. That's why you don't test. This should have gone back here, and this should went here. This should have been retracted, because this side actually worked. It's just this side didn't, because I can't build redstone like this. Pretty sure that's where that is, right? This is facing north, good. So, if we built this properly, which involves these, we can see that our singles worked, and these didn't work, because why? These should be here. I'll get back to when this is done. Okay, so I got it to work. It just was because of random odd clocking here and just some odd positional problems, like they were facing the wrong way. But what you should have, if yours actually works, is this. Make sure these are up, as well as all the obs are facing towards this way. So these two here and the one behind this on both sides. So yeah, and you'll see that it actually does everything because of this light gray corner. So now we can build pink. This is the best circuit in my opinion because RedsXD is a genius and managed to find a way to fit a triple and a double extender in this space here without even using these two blocks. So yeah, so let's start. We're going to start with this here with a torch burnout. Those torch burnouts are absolutely crazy. We're going to place a dropper here, a dropper here. Now, this is going to look like a strange dropper loop, but it's not. It's just this dropper is only used for updating. Now, you can place one item in there, but you can put an extra 2 in both of them. So extra 1, so there's 2 in both, so that the animation of the door looks a bit better. And we can place these, and this will do the double extenders, but the triples is what's different. So these 2 blocks have to be solid, and those. So for now, we're going to remove these, because we need to get some snow. So 1, 2, 3 snow layers. Now, you can do one or the other, like first, do this side, then this side, but I'm in creative, so I get infinite resources. So I'm going to roll this into a fence, as well as this into a fence. And then we're going to get a cauldron right here and here. We're going to get zero tick that in, zero tick that in. Those will be positioned like so. I'm just going to make sure those are positioned correctly, so just to check that, we're going to place some sticky pistons here. This will go here, like so, good. This is just in case to see if like the minecarts fall. Then we want to get our other gold weighted pressure plates here and here. That's why this is important not to have the torches here, because if we place the piston in, this will break. And it's important that we push into, I didn't put this in the thing, anvils to minecarts on top of the comparator, not towards the comparator, because we need to prevent these minecarts from moving up, but also allow, but also allow the minecart, so it's to prevent the minecart from exiting the dropper from the pistons here, but also not power the pressure plate, but let them go up just enough. So we'll see like this. So not powering the pressure plate, but if these were to start spamming upwards, then it wouldn't break. So we can place these, and for now we're going to place this, and just for now we're going to place 2 obsidian, like some removables there, because we're going to place these torches back. So yeah, good, and we can remove this. So in theory, this is the whole thing, and we can see that circuit, oh my god, that circuit over here. So yeah, that's the whole thing. And we can give this a test. Don't test it because it might not work for you, so wait for me. Let's see from this side. Like so. And that would be the entire door done. Simple as that circuit. And there we go. So that's the entire door done. Hopefully you enjoyed and was able to successfully build the door. Fill these in. I will just make a quick thing just to show where all the solid blocks are. So those, these, those, yeah, as well as, well, those. I'm pretty sure that's it. Well, this one doesn't really count, but that's all the solid blocks, I think. Yeah, there's that. Yep. So all the gold blocks are your solid blocks, so keep those in mind, and we can show the door opening and closing again. So you can decorate the door however you like, just no resin blocks, no movables, no bedrock, etc. Just regular doors, just gold blocks or your solid blocks. And I've also realized that that means these have to be solid because these doors swap. So these two blocks swap, meaning that those both need to be solid as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, like and subscribe. I didn't explain much because I didn't feel that there's much to explain because it's all pretty simple, you know, the way that it works. Because it's all just spam, clock, ob, burnout, everything. And the reason why we couldn't test the door, like I'll say this again, without, like until we got to pink is because it wouldn't work. See, red works on its own, but we need light gray wool here, so light gray needs to, well, doesn't really count. But red works on its own, but in order for cyan, well, in order for magenta to work, we need cyan. In order for cyan to work, we need orange to work, because this powers this. In order for orange to work, we need red to work, and light gray to work. So we can't build anything until we get to pink. The pink works off of light gray, so we can leave it, but something like orange we can't leave because cyan needs orange in order to work. You know? So that's it. That's why we can only test this once. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If I don't get stuck. And I will see you in the next video. So, bye.